Okay, it's the next day now. It's the 3rd of September, and I've got the operating system and everything all set up on the Dell here, so power the bugger up. Now, I saw there was a BIOS revision A20, and I've got A18. But when you go to the Dell website to download it, it gives you this sort of Dell downloader software, and when you run it, it tells you nothing found, and then it tells you to go back to their website and look for files, and then when you go back to their website to look for files, it just gives you the same file to download again, so you just sort of go around in a circle. Right, so Windows 2003, 32 bits installed, because it wouldn't let me install 64-bit. It wouldn't even recognise it, the disk. Right, so I've done that, and I've also put VMware Workstation on it. Now this machine's got 12 gigabyte of RAM. It's got a lot of RAM on it. But obviously if you're running a 32-bit machine, you can only use about 3.5 to maybe 3.7. 4 if you're lucky, but unlikely. So I say, okay, I'll put Windows Server on it, 2003 Enterprise, and obviously I'll get maybe 3.5 out of running that. And then I'll put VMware Workstation on it as well. And maybe that'll let me use all that other extra RAM, that 12 gigs of RAM I keep talking about the machine's got. But I mean, thinking about it, how can you use 12 gigs of RAM on the host machine if the host machine only sees 3.7? Now there's 12 gigs of RAM on this machine, yes, but the actual operating system is 32 bits and it only recognises 3.7. So even running VMware Workstation, I reckon you're only going to be sharing the RAM that the machine actually sees. So any other virtual machines that I create are going to be sharing that 3.7 gigs of RAM. So where the hell does the rest of the RAM go? I mean, it's crazy, you can't install 64 bits. So why the hell does this machine take 12 gigs of RAM? Where does it all go? What a waste. $12 gigs of RAM to run a 32-bit operating system. I want to run more. How the hell can I do that? Are you going to tell me you can't do that? Okay, if I can't do that, so why does the machine have 12 gigs of RAM? Silly passwords. Now I'm using this wee miniature keyboard here, it's here. That's the mouse there. So bear with me. It's a bit kind of awkward holding the camera and trying to work the mouse with one finger because it's sliding all over the desk. Right. Now I've installed everything on this, the web server, Windows Media Services, VMware Workstation, all the updates, it's all up to date, Windows Update. Right, so my computer, I was up to 5 in the morning doing this. I wanted it done. But it still doesn't explain. I want to use the rest of that 12 gigs of RAM. It's got 12 gigs of RAM and I want to use it. Now it says 3.75 gigs of RAM, right? That's because it's 32 bits. Now you know this already. And 32 bits can't use any more than that, right? Now the machine has 12 gigs of RAM. How do I use the rest? Can't use a 64-bit machine. Don't tell me I can't. Because I mean this machine was made with those specs, so why the hell does it need all that RAM if it can't be used? So it must be able to be used somehow. I'm going to run, before I put VMware on, I'll run this wee program which tells us everything about what's inside the computer. There we go. There's what I'm running. Rather than going through everything, there it's on the screen. There's the processors. 2 of them. The same. Alright. Next screen. Catches. Next screen. Motherboard. Next screen, memory. There it's there, 12 gigs installed in the machine. Next screen. It's got 6 slots, 2 megs in each slot. Doesn't really matter what I get around this, but Samsung 2 gigs, slot 2, oops, that's slot 3, just silly mouse, slot 2, Samsung again, then we go to Hyundai Electronics, but they're all 2 gigs, 6 slots of 2 gigs. I'm going through them all because it's 2 to 3 here. Right, you get the picture. The machine's got 12 gigs of RAM, right? And I want to make use of the 12 gigs of RAM. Why would Dell make a computer that takes 12 gigs of RAM, graphics ATI? Why would Dell make a computer or server that takes 12 gigs of RAM and you can only use 3.7 on your bloody operating system. Does that make sense? So where is the rest for? Don't tell me, I mean, come on. Okay, graphics, ATI, just basic. It's not a gaming computer, it's a server. Right, and I want to use it as a server, that's what it's for, not playing games on. But I want use of the RAM so I can put other operating systems on, and I don't want to be sharing all the operating systems with 3.75, because that's what it looks like. Everything I install on this VMware Workstation is going to be shared off of the RAM that's on my Windows. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Right, so there's VMware Workstation. Okay, now I've got a Ubuntu installed on it, and it's got the web hosting, it's got everything on it. I made this a while back. Power it on. No sound card on this machine. Remember, it's a server. Although you could put a sound card on it if you wanted. Just let Ubuntu load up. Right. Okay. Right, so what I'm more or less saying is I've got 12 gigs of RAM on the machine. The operating system it's running, the main system, is Windows 2003 Enterprise. It can only see 3.75 gigs of the RAM that's installed because it's 32 bits. I am running VMware Workstation. I'm now got Ubuntu running. Now I've set it for 1 meg of memory, so we'll just go into the system and check the memory. Now my point is, the 1 meg of memory that it'll be using won't be 1 megabyte from all that other extra RAM that I can't seem to use. The 1 meg it'll be using will be the memory that's already on the machine, the 3.75. It'll be sharing that, and that's no good to me. I don't think that's any good to anyone, because the machine's not going to be fast anymore, is it? It's going to be sharing that 3.75 that it can see out of the 12 with anything else that you create on the VMs. So basically, if I don't have a 64-bit operating system, then I can forget about virtual machines, because it's not going to work right. Which brings me back to the question, why does this machine have 12 gigs of RAM if I can't use them? Or I can't use it. It's crazy. I didn't actually know that before I bought it, by the way. It wasn't until after I bought it. Somebody said to me, you should have got a DELL 2850 or a DELL 2800. And the people I was buying it from, and I'd done a memory upgrade, you think they would have said to me, what the hell you want 12 gigs of RAM for, because you'll not be able to use it. But did they hell? We don't know anything about software, they said. Bollocks. No worries. I mean, I could have did all this on a PC. You don't need a big fancy server to run a virtual machine. You know, but I wanted to do it the right way, and it's not going to work out. So 12 gigs of RAM, can't use it though. Just update Ubuntu while I'm here actually. Yeah, I've got CCcam running on this as well, so I need to update key. And I've got a EHCP, I think. EHCP, web hosting panel, start the daemon. Right. Shite. An update for Apache there. Okay. so slow moving this mouse because I'm holding a camera. Hang on. I don't even know if I pressed the right button. Did I press shut down or restart? I went and clicked on switch user. Hang on. Cancel. No luck today. Yes, shut down. And if that was a software I made, it's got web hosting on it, it's got FTP, it's got mail servers, it's got a lot on it, control panel. It's got CCcam server, it's got OS cam, it's got everything on it. I was thinking about selling that on eBay, getting some money because I'm trying to save up for a small motorbike. I'll think about it. A lot of hours of work going into that. I don't know what to do with this anymore, I really don't. I'm cheesed off that I can't get used to that 12 gigs of memory. Oh. What shall I do now? Put the front bezel on? Hang on a minute. I don't even know if I can do that with one hand. Let's see. There we go. I haven't clicked it in, hang on. And again, I don't think I will click it in, because there'll only be more artwork to pull out. The amber light is just because I haven't got the two power supplies plugged in. The redundant power supply. So if one breaks, the other one kicks in. Alright. So just take this back off because I need it off to access things. That's about it. So if you know how to work this machine so that I can get used to this 12 gigs of RAM, let me know. I don't actually think there is a way, because everything's based on 64-bit, isn't it? Let me put this back in for the infrared keyboard. It's not infrared, it's 2.4 gigs. Right, so I'll just get out of this now. So there you have it. You just saw a Dell PowerEdge 2650, and this video was not edited in any way. I very rarely do that. It's a good machine, but it won't run 64-bit operating systems, which is a pain in the arse, because it takes 12 gigs of RAM maximum, and that's what I've got, the maximum. Shite. See this? Windows. You've got to tell it what you're shutting the machine down for. Always. Oh, it's the mouse, I can't. I've got to give it an explanation what I'm doing. I know there's things, you can go into the configuration and take all this out, but I've not got to that yet. Right, shut the machine off. Right, so if you know any more about this machine and how I can use the 12 gigs of RAM, because I don't think there is actually a way I can with a 32-bit operating system. And if you know anything about VMware Workstation, I think I'm right when I say that the VMware Workstation is only sharing the available RAM that's running on Windows, which is 3.7 gigs. It's not actually using any of the 12 gigs. It's not being used, which is stupid, but there you have it. Sometimes you buy things and then you regret them. It should have been a 2850. So the 2650 won't run 64-bit. So leave your comments if you have anything to add and how to work this beast. Thanks for watching.